family, and then Sister Mary will sing, and then I'll say a few words, and then they'll transfer the baby to the grandfather. They will kneel, and I'll join them from here, and we will pray. Good morning, church.
Good morning, church. We're happy to be back again. It's been a while. We're excited. We thank God that He blessed us with a baby. And it was a good 2020 for us. At the same time, it was really a tough year. So with that, the little man is here. His name is Bryce Kelly Obari. He's now almost 6 months old. He's grown. For those who don't know me, my name is Duke Obari. This is my wife, Mary Obari. That's my son. His name is Raiden Obari. And this is the middle one, Brady Obari. This is my mom, Tabitha Kemuma, and that's my dad, Jeffrey Mary. That's our family for now. Thank you.
Thank you. So I'm going to dedicate this song to my baby. It's in the hymn. Yeah. God sent His Son. They call Him Jesus. He came to love, heal and forgive. He lived and died to buy my pardon. An empty grave is there to prove my Savior lives. Because He lives, I can face tomorrow. Because He lives, all fear is gone. Because I know He holds the future, and life is worth the living just because He lives. How sweet to hold a newborn baby and feel the pride and joy it gives, but greater still, there comes a
just become a familiar pattern. For this car, I take money, I repair the car, and then, but because I've been with this car for some time, I've come to depend so much on this book. You know what this book is? It's a manual. Anyone who has a car must have this book. Not just having it there, but you need to read this book in order to understand what you can do in case of an emergency, in case you have a problem. Because in this manual, when someone was making the car, he came up with a manual to tell us all the features of the car. And if you are the driver, you need this book in order to tell you what you need to do in case there is a problem at any time. If you ignore this, you will be seriously in trouble as a driver because you need it. Because when your car stops and it doesn't want to move, then you need to get quickly into this manual and know what exactly is going on. Every car has this manual. When God was creating this world, He made sure that He came up with a manual, life, which tells us how to go about life, tells us all about this life. And more so, it tells us, this book tells us how we can bring up our children in the ways of God. See, the thing about it is that this little baby very soon will become like his brothers and will become like you, and maybe will be a deacon and then he will be an elder. And as he grows, he will get to know so many things from everywhere. He will learn from school, he will learn from his brothers, he will learn from the community. But the only place where he can learn about the things of God is where? This manual. So parents are encouraged to take this book and train their children in the way they should go. In fact, Proverbs 22, verse 6, it says, train up a child in the way he should do what? He should go. And what happens?
Never depart.
And when he's old, he will never depart from it. I have come across many people who have told me, Pastor, I did not listen to what my parents were telling me. I wish I had listened to what my parents are telling me. But because I ignored what my parents were telling me, I am having a hard time. Those of you are parents, you know what you went through when you were a child and what you become now. And sometimes I wish that each and every one will have an opportunity to have children so that they can be able to understand and appreciate what the parents really told us. Train up a child in the way it should go. When they are young, I know we are so busy and we don't have time, but still God wants us to train our children in this manual. So Brother Duke and Sister Mary, I know you're very busy, there's no question about that, but I want to challenge you, I want to request that you train your children in this book. Find time to remind them who God is. Find time to remind them what this world is coming to. Because when you are totally rooted in this book, you are able to overcome so many challenges of life. And those of God, His children, who have gone back to this manual, they have succeeded in many ways. But those who have parted away, those who have left this manual and went into other manuals, they have found themselves in problems. I'm so proud for your family. I want to thank God for the children that He has given you. I want to thank God for the parents. And I want to pray that God will be able to guide you and direct you. And one day when Jesus comes, you will be able to stand and say, you gave us these children, train them for your kingdom, here they are. Of course, as parents, we want our children to become doctors, we want them to become presidents, but as a minister, I wish our children would become pastors. Because it's more than the things of this world. When you are a minister, you are preparing people not only to enjoy life in this world, but to enjoy life that is to come. So maybe as parents you will be disappointed. Sometimes I ask parents, what do you want your children to become? And they say, tell me so many things. And I say, no, I pray that your children become pastors. I say, Pastor, don't say that. But you see, as a pastor, I can't afford to say that. And if this little man here becomes a pastor someday, I'll be so happy. Maybe the parents will not be happy, but I will be happy. So I pray that God will bless you. God will be with you as you go out and as you come in. And I pray that your family, when Jesus comes, that this family will be able to find a place in His kingdom. That you will be able to say, parents, all of you say, hey, finally we are married. So at this moment, I'm going to request in where you are, and we will pray. I can request that you give the baby to hold, so that I will grandfather, and then we can pray. Let us all kneel, those of us who are here. Our kind and loving Father, Lord in heaven, we want to thank you for the many blessings that you bestow upon your children. Today we are here to thank you for what you have done, Brother Duke and his dear wife Mary, and their children and our family. You have blessed them with a little child, Christ. We want to thank you that you brought him to their life. And there's no question that they have had the joy and happiness to be with him. I appreciate the fact that even the mother sang a song to dedicate a loving child unto you. But I pray that you be with this family as they go out and as they come in. Bless them with all that they need. Give them wisdom and understanding to know how to train these children. I know that they are busy. I pray that they can find time to be able to remind these children about the manual that you gave us. My Father, I pray that when all is said and done, that this little baby and these brothers and mother, the father, and the whole family will be saved under thy kingdom. I pray that one day when you come, that Brother Duke and his dear wife will be able to stand and say, Father, you gave us these children, we have done our job, we have trained them for you. Here they are, for what the day that will be. I pray that as their parents continue to be with them, as they continue to guide also, you may also be with them. May all those who come to their home be able to see the joy and happiness that these children are brought, so that they can praise your name. I also want to remember all the children who are in this sanctuary and those who are back in their houses, that we remember them. We live in a world that is so challenging in many ways. Continue to protect them, continue to guide them. When all is said and done, and you come to take your children home, I pray that they will be saved in thy kingdom. So in a very special way, I want to dedicate this little baby, for example, in your hands. Continue to guide until he sees you face to face. May thy will be done today and forevermore. For we pray in Jesus' name. Amen. Thank you so much. You can be seated.